That's okay. There we go.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Mine's down too.
Well done. Very proud of you. I need my rock back. Thank you. At least it didn't suffer, probably. At least. Okay, plenty of medicinal plants here. Good. Not that I can actually use them right now, which is a bit of a shame. Okay. And we've got something important. Oh, there's more burrows over there. Oh no, it's a burrow corpse, I think. That's what it's showing me. Anything up on the walls? No. Aavak, the trick for remembering left from right is to get into a bad bike accident that requires surgery on only one wrist. Then you just remember which one has the big scars. Feels like there's gonna be easier tricks. I'm gonna be honest. It feels like there are easier tricks.
More of those machines ahead.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
Let's tag you. Tag you. Us. Got some whistle bushes over there, even though I can't whistle yet. Makes me very sorry. Another one over there as well. Any others? How about your track?
I've got your back.
Okay, that's nice to know. We're just going to take our time. Going to go for the silent kills. Might as well. No reason not to.
Are you ready for this?
It would be very interesting though if I pulsed like that, it alerted the machines. In the same way, like, you know, if you have like active sonar or radar pulses, you can pick that up with passive detection.
Ready whenever you want to strike.
Shh. Where they come? And that was about as clean of a kill as we could possibly hope for. Track is now selected. Get over there as quickly as we can. Where are you going? Ah, this is the one we want. It's going to start looking in a couple of different directions. We just need to get up behind. And pop. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. Yeah, I know. Silent, yeah. Not exactly what I would call silent, I'll be honest, but sure. Now, we're not getting any of the rare loot from these, because we're doing too much damage, and we're not taking the components off. Okay, we're going to have to wait for this one to walk past. Go ahead, dude. Why does it have to make cute noises, though? Okay. You're doing this on purpose now. The devs are toying with Aavak. Yes. It makes cute noises to do psychic damage.
Got them all.
Yes. No, that is actually a very accurate
Meaning to mention, I noticed you have a
description.
new look these days.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry, my whiskers
Wow.
offend you, anointed.
Good. Good. Wow. What we got over here? Nothing too much. Outlaw Void? She's mad she can't grow her own? I mean, you know... Fair. Fair. I suppose that is... I mean, it's not
Light's made its way in here too.
a good... It's not good to be bitter no matter what, but it is an explanation of why she's bitter. Okay.
Looks like this little guy got caught up in the blight. Couldn't escape.
I hope it didn't suffer long.
Well said, Val. I was wondering if she was going to have a proper swim there. Yeah, it does seem that I have to relearn all of the arrows. That doesn't make too much sense to me, but sure. I have to relearn how to make all of the things that I was making with like such a degree of muscle memory before that I could do it mid-jump. Hello. I would like you. Yes, please. Apply yourself to my medicine pouch. Well, no. Look, it's been a very hard 6 months. That is very, very true, yeah. No. Ooh, will this fire count as a rest site? No such luck. Okay.
The Osram must have used explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
They did. I mean, if the Osram got this far, and this is where we expect to find GAIA, that bodes poorly, because, you know, the whole, like, satellite signal that was becalming the machines that they, you know, delved and suddenly turned off. Yeah, that was bad news.
There's a barricade here. Machines must have broken through.
Oh, the machines have broken through. The missing cutscene was missing a huge fall on head injury. And also all of her gear falling off a cliff. So true, Phantom, so true.
I'll keep
Well,
this for
help us.
later.
Guess that Osram didn't have a chance to use it.
His loss is our gain. Or rather, my game. Can I pry this? I cannot, but I can 100% attack the walls. I lack the finesse
Traps ahead.
to pry open a chest,
Be able to
but
disarm them.
I am totally capable of attacking a wall. Yes. Okay, approach carefully. Shh. Softly, softly, disarmy trappy.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
Nice.
And not blow yourself up.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Aloy isn't more happy about
Dismantle
that
it.
part in
And
particular
got more
as well.
supplies.
Can we... Okay, so as much as I'm taking the mick out of some, you know, silly little glitches here and there, can we take a moment just to appreciate how bloody gorgeous this game is, though? Hobbs. Aavak, I'm disappointed the Val isn't stuck swimming in that puddle. Oh, poor Val.
Looks like another camp.
Val is never
While
going
we're
to live
here,
that
maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good
sure.
idea.
Okay, so it is slowly... Oh. It still only does 5 damage. But we are slowly learning what we used to know 6 months ago. So, you know, gradually unlocking those memories from whatever traumatic experience we suffered that blocked them out. Little by little. I have hopes that the legacy of the Whistlebush Killer will continue. Just as soon as we remember that we can whistle. Learning to whistle is quite difficult. I mean, sure, if you don't already know, yes. I will give you
I
that.
can use this. Okay. Should have what I need to craft a trap.
Alright. Also, helpful light. I swear I thought Val had just looted the corpse. I was like, you stole my loot? I mean, I guess it wasn't mine. I'm stealing someone else's loot. But damn, dude. Not cool. Oh, I can just open my hunter's kit for that. Okay. Hold it to open my hunter's kit. There we go. Need wild meat for that. I need wild meat for this. I can't craft rocks, sadly. But I can craft this because I've got blast pace.
There.
And machine muscle.
Explosive trap made.
If anything walks into one of those, they won't know what hit it.
Actually, probably true, yes. Because if it knew what was going to hit it, if it walked into it, I can only assume it wouldn't have walked into it.
Over here, Aloy. I think I see a way up.
Indeed you do. I guess we do this next part without Val. It would appear so. Goodbye, Val.
Machine's ahead.
Don't think they spotted us.
Different
Scan
ones?
them.
I've seen this machine before.
Scrounger.
Scrounger.
It's new to me. Let's see where its weak points are.
Maybe we could place one of those traps you made in its path.
Okay, so very much still massively a tutorial area. Aloy is just pretending not to remember things in order to not make Val feel bad. See, Demi of Derp, always looking on the bright side there. An agile scavenger, often seen in packs, it can swiftly consume torn-off machine parts, close in to bite enemies, or hurl shock attacks from afar. Moo overrides. Okay. And we've got a storage container for valuable resources. Tear off to collect components. Could have the blast paste. And a power cell. Primary weapon power source. Detach to gather sparkers, or shoot with a shock arrow to detonate. Alright. You marked any others? No. I'm gonna have to wait for you to move past first. Alternatively, I could possibly go for a silent kill. Or alternatively not. Let's get back in here. Ah. We do not do enough damage, it appears. Don't mind me. I mean, the game wants me to learn how to use bombs, but that seems to me like a perfect reason not to do what the game wants. Anything else over here? There's a little bit of healing gubbins. Mostly I just want to wait for you to slip past. A shock hyena. I guess it might actually be a hyena, yeah. That is the opposite of what I wanted you to do, I think. There are going to be so many instances where I jump instead of roll, or attack instead of stealth. It's going to be pretty bad for a while. Right, so I'm going to do at least one of these so that the game actually teaches me something that might be important. Dorothy. Lazy tracking. That took a little while to set off. Yeah, back in here, Val. Val, get back in the whistle bush, Val. Thank you, Val. I have no idea what the range of this is, so maybe we should be a little bit further away. So apparently computer vision still sucks in the future. Yeah. Apparently.
Oh. We're clear.
Let's keep going then.
There you go. Managed to get a weak spot kill as well. I do like it that it still gives you bonuses for
Been in a lot of old world
killing
villains.
efficiently.
Are they all like this?
Well, they all have their secrets, but every place is different.
Grab these as well. Ooh, there we go. Speaking about secrets. The secrets? No, not really, but that's fine. Alright. Can we get through this door? No. I have to go in this direction. Any places I can anchor to? Yes, and that is actually the direction we need to be going in. So, how does one get up there? Ancient supply box. I guess, yeah, over here.
It doesn't come this way.
Didn't see where that was. Once I was looting, I couldn't cancel the interaction. I really like the fact that the focus is now the thing that's showing me where to connect to. I think that's so much more like in-universe thematically appropriate.
It's a big storm picking up out there.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
And they're getting stronger. And more frequent.
So the storms, the blighted lands, the rivers and lakes choked with algae. You were born to fix all that?
Yeah. But I can only do it if I find that backup. I think we're winding our way around to the data center. We'll need to cut through that big building on the right out there.
You mean that literally, or some more chimes? Can we step out, or is this also an invisible wall?
Check this out.
I mean, this is a nice view. I do appreciate the view of the sky over there. That's actually pretty cool. But I really, really don't like invisible walls. Just put some sort of reinforced hardened glass there. That's all you needed to do. That's all you needed to do. It's ultra clear glass. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Yes, it's ultra clear glass. It's actually completely solid. It's just, you know, Aloy just runs in place against it rather than just smushing up against it like one of those comedy gotcha cams. Though that would have been hilarious. I'm just going to put it out there. If they had done that and you just walked straight up to it and Aloy just... It had a dunk and Aloy just flattened up, like whole cheek, camera close-up, the whole effect, and then just bounced off. That would have made my day. It's like, okay, you've taken the whole problem with invisible walls and you've turned it around to a positive. I appreciate you, game, but instead we're here. Yeah, my lord, you've encountered more invisible walls in the first hour than you did in basically the whole first game. Yes, that's the thing. Is I don't understand why. I mean, it's not like the first game didn't heavily restrict my access to areas. It did. But it did it in a more palatable way, I guess. I mean, I appreciate, you know, not everyone is me, and I'm sure quite a lot of people are like, it's an invisible wall. It's just a gamified way of forcing you to go to a certain place.
What is this thing?
But in such an immersive game, I feel that they've missed an opportunity.
You can scan it with your focus.
Let's see. Huh. A lot of glyphs. I'll tuck this away to study later.
Though, another point, I guess. Wow, I discovered it because you discovered it. I love that. I think that's actually pretty cool. Like I said in the beginning, it wouldn't have made sense for Aloy to have a tutorial on how to use the focus again. But this is a way for the player to be taught how to use the focus if they hadn't played the first game. By having Val, you're basically learning about the focus through Val's eyes. And I think that's really clever. That's genuinely very, very good way of keeping the world immersive.
This data mentions the tech that Far Zenith traded with Zero Dawn.
Ooh. High Council Executive Summary. Negotiations with representatives from Zero Dawn have concluded, and I am exceptionally pleased that we've arrived at a mutually profitable agreement. It shows that sugar usually goes down better than salt, in contrast to the less tactful recommendations of certain of our more reactionary members. In short, Far Zenith will provide a copy of the prototype Homer archive already sent, 500 ectogenic chambers to be retrieved from storage at our Nimma facility, supplementary ectogenesis research reports. In exchange, Far Zenith will receive a copy of the alpha build of the Apollo database in the week prior to the Odyssey's launch. By our estimates of Zero Dawn's timeline, by then it should be a near-complete repository of human knowledge. It should be noted that Dr. Sobek was very reluctant to agree to this, but I drew a line in the sand, making it clear that this was a non-negotiable term. As our faithful media representative, I will continue to run all public communications with Dr. Sobek's team, while data corrupted. I think that's almost certainly... It's focusing so much on the Odyssey. And the fact that the Odyssey was kind of like almost a footnote in the Odyssey itself in the first game. But the fact that Apollo, like the alpha build of Apollo, was on the Odyssey, had a lot more attention than the Odyssey did. And that always kind of sat in, like, it was always like in the back of my head. It's like, oh, that's a hook. That's something. They've set out a potential there. My working theory right now, and I'm just throwing this out there right at the beginning, is that the Odyssey, while it may have suffered a failure, was not destroyed. Either it managed to limp its way to its destination and someone has come back, or it didn't get to where it was going, but it got somewhere, and it got back. Or it just sat in space. Maybe it was just, stuck in an orbit for a while until they managed to repair some system in some way. But then, looking at Earth, it was like, yeah, no. We'll wait the X many years until Gaia has shut down the machines, and then we'll come back. Because ultimately, where did the signal come from? Where did the signal come from that released Hades? Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
It doesn't explain how they got it back up.
I'll keep an eye out for more data.
Okay. I interact with that in any way? No.
Looks like we've got to climb up.
Okay. But not before we explore for loot. Climbing handholds. Yes. We've already worked that one out. Can I make another one? No, I can't. That's a shame. Go. That's the way back that we have come from previously. We can go up that handhold there. I think we were pretty thorough down there though, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll go up here. I like that they've given us lots of options on how to get to and fro though.
In the cart.
It is.
Well, it is 1,000 years old.
When 990 years old you reach, look as good you will not. Actually, why did I say that in my normal voice?
When 990...
Well, what was it? 900.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
Made it.
I'm way out of practice though. That was a poor rendition of Yoda. I approve. I approve the Yoda emote in chat right now, Revenge. I haven't caught a Radamant stream in a while. In a hot minute. I have, however, been watching his VODs over on YouTube.
Room. That door on the other side's locked.
There's another one of those glowing things by the table.
There is. Well pointed.
Maybe that thing at the table does something.
If I've had a chance to prepare, I can actually do a really, really shockingly accurate Yoda impression. We've all got that one skill. You know, some people are amazing with technology. Some people can fly. Some people can, you know, lift cars. I can do a Yoda impression. Just gotta do the best with the cards you dealt, you know? Anzu. Okay.
The Zero Dawn terraforming system, the brainchild of Dr. Elizabeth Sobek. Empowered by 9 subordinate functions, GAIA, the core of the system, is capable of advanced planetary engineering, an obvious advantage to our space colonization efforts.
Makes sense, actually. Poseidon.
Phase 1. Establish an asset within Project Zero Dawn. Status complete. Phase 2. The asset will secretly beamcast a complete copy of GAIA and her subordinate functions to this facility's data center. If all goes well, Zero Dawn staff will remain completely unaware of the transmission. Risks. Discovery of this operation could result in Zero Dawn withholding the already negotiated Apollo database. Special care must be taken not to alert Travis Tate, the expert hacker in charge of Hades Protocol. In addition, extreme caution must be exercised in regards to Dr. Sobek herself. As one of the world's preeminent technologists, she may have instituted unforeseen security measures. A complete assessment is attached. This concludes the executive summary.
I see. So they messed with GAIA.
I thought Elizabeth sent the backup here, but she didn't. Far Zenith stole GAIA.
Aloy, why does that woman look like you?
It's okay, Pearl. We look alike because we're the exact same. Genetically identical.
But she was one of the old ones. How can you be her?
Because I wasn't born. I was made. By a machine. It's why I'm motherless, why I was cast out as an infant.
I don't understand. What kind of machine can make a person?
Remember when I said the backup is like a set of instructions? It's more than that. It's called GAIA. And for a long time, she cared for the world until she had to destroy herself. So she made me to bring her back. I'm the only one who can. And this place is my last hope.
You once said the goddess spoke to you when you went into All-Mother Mountain. Was that this GAIA?
Yes, but she's not the goddess, Laurel. There isn't one.
That's a lot to lay on someone.
It sounds like she anointed you with a sacred task.
I've had a lot of time to figure this out. And you will too, with the focus. But for now, the report said they were going to store the stolen copy of GAIA in the data center. So that's where we have to go. Okay?
It's like Aloy in the first game. I mean, I know part of that was through my actions. So I forged the version of Aloy that I felt the story was creating. You know,
Aloy,
you could have had a very gun-ho brutish, straight-to-the-point version of Aloy. You could have had a very
Those
subtle
officers
and
must have left
manipulative
us
version. You
behind.
could have had a very
Can't
empathic
help them,
version.
but it can help us.
But I felt that Aloy in the first game, whether you want to say that it was just she was very intelligent and subtle and understood rhetoric and how to get people to do the things she wanted them without making things overly complex, or you could have said that she was being very empathic. She didn't
Aloy, this is for you. Come take it.
stamp on people's beliefs for no reason. There were times when she was just brutally honest with some people, but it was often in a situation where there weren't many other ways that she could have gone with it. Whereas just laying that on Val right now in this moment, it was like,
I think this is better off
I
in
don't
your
think
hands.
that was a conversation she needed to have with him yet, or one that he is in any way ready for yet. And it might well never be a conversation he needs to have. He might be very happy without ever having that conversation. Might actually be more useful to us if, you know, his beliefs aren't challenged. But it just seemed like a very...
Those Ostrom must have left us behind. Can't help them, but it can help us.
unnecessarily brutish way of like, look, okay, dude, there is no God. God is dead. Machines are the new God. Not saying I disagree,
Better
you
off in
know.
your hands.
When I first became aware of the weakness of my flesh, it did disgust me also. But I'm just saying, you can't more. You know, sugar is better than salt,
this is for
as they
Come
pointed
take
out.
it.
All right, well, what do you
A
want?
weapon. Thanks, Varl. We should keep moving.
After you.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Kakaze. It did feel, and a lot of this. I mean, you've got to appreciate that, and rather, I've got to appreciate that the devs are in a weird place where there's going to be a lot of people. Because, like, how old is Horizon Zero Dawn now? It's like a decade old. No, it's not a decade old. 5 years, something like that. Maybe it is a decade. I don't know. But it's an old game now. So there's going to be a load of people who are playing this for the very first time and haven't played through the first one. So they have to go out of their way. It's 4 years. Okay, so half a decade. There's a lot of the game they have to kind of present to the player, because this is a continuation of the story. The stories are not separate. One led to the other. But they don't want to kind of saddle everyone with, you have to play the first game, otherwise there's no point in playing this game, because they'll get so much fewer people playing it. So I do have to give them some allowances. They're trying to give people as much information whilst it's still being relevant to the story that's happening now and the narrative pace. But yeah, that did feel like it was a sacrifice of Aloy's personality a little bit. Blastlings launch bombs that affect large areas. This weapon fires frost bombs. Use them against enemies to build up the brittle state. When in the brittle state, enemies are more vulnerable to impact damage. Very well. Okay. Let us move forward. Gotta look the ways that I'm not meant to go first. I think you also need to allow for Aloy to be mad after chasing something for 6 months. I mean, yeah, no, I appreciate that, but I don't know that Aloy was the sort of person to take something out on someone for no reason. Like, you know, it's not Val's problem that she hasn't found the stuff. Though, you know, I can appreciate that she's in a much... Like, she's grown up with this and has had a long time to work it out, and perhaps does feel a little bit like, you've got so much ground to cover. It's exhausting seeing how naive you are. And so, yeah, you might be right on that. I wouldn't say that she was mad, though. Like, I don't get that impression right now that she's bitter or angry. Certainly not taking it out on Val for it. Hello. Can I go backwards? Okay, apparently I just dropped straight down. I was trying to reverse, but sure. Okay, thunk. It was released in 2017. Oh, okay. So, yeah, 5 years in. Yeah, I think it's a weird position where she just doesn't want to be deified. Yeah, no, that absolutely. That fits 100% in with her character. She has always expressed awkwardness at it. At the deification. Because that just gets in the way of her getting things done and puts her under a new, entirely different kind of pressure she knows she can't meet. So it's a weird place to have that conversation, but it's a conversation that makes sense from a character perspective. Sad, Synapsid, you're quite right there, actually. And thinking of it from that perspective, that does explain
Good.
her approach there. Thank you very much. See, this is why I keep you around, chat. Different perspectives. Also because you're remarkably resistant, no matter what kind of pesticides I use. It's actually quite humbling.
Look, that must be the machine.
It's heading in the same
Look
direction
away.
we're going.
Oh,
Great.
a robot snake. Really? He's stripy, yeah. No, that is a snake. That is not Shai Hulud. That is snake. Snack boy. Not worm boy. The pesticides just cause us to evolve faster. Hinty. That's right, Hobbs. Yes. I only use pesticides on chat because I love you so much. Trying to share Papa Nurgle's gifts. Some things down there.
Another one of those machines.
Yeah, there are.
I could try out that new weapon on it.
We could, actually. That's a good point. Weapon wheel. Problem is, I'm only going to make it brittle, though. Take off its parts. Damn it. That was a good hit. But now I can't see the bloody thing. Scallywag cheater! No! What on earth are you doing?
She couldn't take the cold.
What did you throw at me? You throwing me? It looked like he threw me a supply satchel or something.
And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
They didn't stand a chance.
Clearly, Aavak pesticides are for pests. You need to use fungicides instead. Oh no! What have I done? Mr. Hemsey, welcome me. Thank you for helping me enjoy this vicariously today. You're more than welcome, mate.
Yeah.
More than welcome.
All those places I've been these last few months, there were supposed to be more backups. But 1,000 years ago, a guy named Ted Pharaoh purged them all.
Was he part of Far Zenith too?
No. He was worse.
Could say that Ted was the father of all of our problems. See, it wasn't quite that simple. I like the butterflies drawing my attention to things. The butterflies are a much better visual aid in some ways because the movement catches my eye.